Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. As you can see in the thumbnail, we're doing a little house tour. I feel like it's been a while. I know I always do one around Christmas time, and then I like to do one at the very beginning of the year so we can talk like organization and declutter. But I feel like I've had a lot of like itch to switches lately. Some are big, some are small, some have been on camera, some haven't. So I thought it would just be good to do an updated home tour so you guys can see what the house is looking like. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's jump straight into this home tour. We're gonna start off today here in like, I call it our laundry room. Some say utility room, some say back kitchen. Basically it's an all-in-one. I do a laundry, we have the extra sink back here, microwave, fridge, that's all just extra. This is where we keep like our medicine, just like extra gifts and packaging, the dog stuff. I love having this space and it gets used so much. But the biggest change in this space was just switching out the hardware. Like that changed so much. So if you're working on a space and you're like, I don't have a lot of time, I don't have a lot of money, but I want a lot of bang for my buck, that can be paint or it can be hardware or it can be both. But hardware is so much easier than paint. And I feel like it just completely changed this space. So we're absolutely loving it. I want to do it in my kitchen now and some of the other bathrooms. I just haven't got to it yet, but I love, love, love this space. I will say in one of my videos, I don't know when I did it, I talked about like, I didn't know if this tile wall was worth it. And like, I'm back loving it again. I kind of wish we would have went that way with it. And maybe one day we will, but it's really pretty just like when you walk into it in here. I just feel like it's so pretty, but I do. I love this space a lot. And then the space next to it is just, this is what I would call our mudroom. This is where we come in. This is where we drop all of our bags, purses, keys, all of that. I have it always right there in the basket. I feel like this is just a nice little drop zone for us. What I will say is this was supposed to be a closet, kind of like a coat closet or a cleaning closet. I removed that and had this door added in. We did a pocket door so you could get into our bedroom. And like, here's our closet and then our bathroom and then our bedroom down there. That was probably one of the best decisions I've made. We lost some closet storage because we can't use that wall. We also lost a closet on this side, but I do so much laundry and we come and go right here. I honestly don't regret it and I wouldn't change it at all. So we're right here. We'll just go ahead and go into the next space. So here in the closet, we've had a major change. You guys saw me work on it 2 or 3 times. It still wasn't filling right. I kept telling you guys something's off. Some of you kept suggesting to put a mirror here and I kept like, I had done it before and I didn't love it just because of like the reflection. Like when someone comes in, not that they do all the time, I don't know. I just feel like we lose some privacy because of mirror angles. Now I could just shut our pocket door and I've been trying to do that more, but it did help us a ton. So I got that off the floor. We put it here in this space. I've still got to figure out what to do with those hooks and all of that, so it's not completely done. And then we went ahead and added a bar up there where my shorts are. So I gained that space. And then my jeans we just have on that stand, but I think we might add like a permanent bar there as well. But that has given us so much more storage. And so it freed up storage in my dresser. So let me show you what I did with that. Obviously in a dream world, I'd probably pull all of this out, have a custom closet done. I really would love an island. If we'd knock out this bathroom here, I could have so much space, but I like having the extra powder bathroom. But since I freed up the whole shorts thing, it gave me extra room. And I took my jewelry organizers from my bathroom and put them in here. Now this one's not, but it's already just velvet in there. And I put my jewelry right here and it's been so nice because this is where I get dressed so I'm not going back and forth. And then my mirror's right there. The other thing I did is I took this out of my bathroom and hung it here. So like everything's in one spot. It really is just like a nice dream closet. It's been so fun getting ready in. This bench I love and people are always asking about it. I'm going to link it for you. It is from Walmart. It looks so nice. I love the shape. I love the design. I love everything about it, and it's literally from Walmart. So just one last view. I redid my clothes too. I was able to put all my sets here. I was wanting all my sets together because I'm not a sets girl, but when I can see them, I tend to wear them more, and I've been loving it. But when I have things filed in, I just don't think about it. Like, fashion isn't my thing, but I'm trying to make it my thing. So all my clothes are color coded or neutral color coded. I put my shoes back over here that work better, and then I moved my purses there, and this is more like jackets and sweaters. So I feel like it finally feels good. Normally when we get done with my closet, I'm like, something's off. I feel like it's as good as it's gonna get. Like, it is perfect. And then you walk into our bathtub area. We tiled up to the wall right there. Both of these pieces are from Amazon. I can link for you, and they're a game changer. I love having a tray, but you don't see it. And this body pillow, like, I could never take a bath again without it being like a pillow. It's just so comfortable. You don't slide. So definitely, like, if you are listening to this and you have a mom, you're thinking of like a future gift or a friend, love, love, love those pieces. So that's the bathtub, and then down here is our shower that you curve into. If you're new here, I just don't like glass showers. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be watched. I want to know, like, family can walk through and I'm not on display. So we love having this curved in. There's no door. You just walk in and curve into the shower. And then we added this during building. So we had a place for towels, and then laundry hampers are down there. And then we're gonna move into this space. So my husband has this side of the sink and storage, and then I have this side. I'm short an ottoman now because I took it from my closet. I have one at the barn house. So if you guys aren't updated about the barn house, we own a house that's behind us. So I might pull it back for over here. If not, I'll find something else. But it looks so open and empty because I took my jewelry down. Were you guys like, what's going on? Something looks different. Me too. Every time I walk in here, I'm like, what is going on? So yeah, I love, 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 love the way this is looking. I might put a little bit of decor out. It won't be a ton, but it is nice just having all that together more in my closet. And then that leads us into our bedroom. And here, I don't think a lot's changed. During Christmas, we had got the fireplace, which I still love. Nightstands are still the same. So I get asked about this setup right here. The nightstands are like dressers. We have a big space, so keep that in mind. And our lamps are humongous. It all looks to scale in here, but if you're going to use that link, just measure it out first. Just make sure the measurements work for you. And then curtains, I always get asked about. They're from IKEA, so we can link them for you, but they're obviously going to be cheaper in the store if you can find them there. Here is another look. So all of our bedding is from Quince. The pillows from Quince. This, I cannot find it anywhere. So I found mine from Home Goods, which you guys ask all the time. I love it. It's amazing. I hope you find it. Like, just be on the lookout because it is a gorgeous throw that looks so high end. I want to say I spent like $99 on it. So it was still expensive for a blanket, but I can't imagine if it was full price. I mean, it would be easily a $500 throw. And since we're talking about things, I can't link this. So this was from Home Goods, and my mirrors are just from Walmart. So they're just floor mirrors. So that's something else that looks high end. I feel like that's a very like Pottery Barn dupe. And they're from Walmart. So you can mix high end with low end. That's what I suggest. I mix a lot of expensive pieces with a lot of affordable pieces, and then it just smooths all in. It like blends together. If you're wondering, down here, that's where my little boys sleep. So those are their beds. And then as you walk out, I redid this area, and I don't even know that I've shown it on camera. So right before we were about to host something, I had done some rearranging. My mirror that I had here, I put in my office, which I'll show you next. And this wall was so plain. And so I went and grabbed these out of our TV room, which caused an issue in there. It's always a domino effect. But I love that, like, since my house is neutrals, it's kind of like a capsule wardrobe. I can use any of my pieces anywhere. So I can just redecorate by moving things around. So these I got from Home Goods. My baskets I always get questions about. I have some from Home Goods, some from Ross. And then this is another one of those blankets that's like on my bed, just in a different color. Now I don't have anything on this wall, so it looks weird on camera, but in this small space it makes sense. You are gonna see these throughout my entire house. These are my new night lights. So they turn on when it gets dark, and you can adjust how like bright you want them. but they are so pretty. It's an Amazon find, and they have all different styles. So if you're needing anything like that, I'm gonna link it for you, but they are incredible. Now I wanna take you into one of our powder baths. So this is one of my favorite bathrooms. Like, I love this space and the pool bath for some reason. But this one's simple as well. So the greenery I got on sale in Pottery Barn, and I love it. The vase is from Home Goods. The picture's from Home Goods. This little basket is from Target. I'm trying to remember where I got this. I want to say this was Home Goods or maybe Ross. But if you guys can tell, like, I don't really buy that many expensive pieces. I just try to find the really, really good pieces at the stores like Ross and Home Goods, so everything looks high-end, when in reality, I didn't have to spend those like high prices. Here's a view from the other side. Guys, I recently talked about this. This is off Amazon. Add to cart immediately. I love it. Everyone that comes in here loves it. All of our guests have just been like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. If you have kids and you want candles lit, but you're terrified, they're like way up high. When guests come over, it's lit. I don't know. I feel like it's the most unique piece, but it also gives like an antique vibe. I seriously love it. Like, seriously, this is a really good gift to give to someone or just to add to your little powder bath. Next up on the list is our movie room. So this is the space that gets the most itches, the most itch to switches. So originally it was all white and we had a legit movie room. Like, we had recliners, 3 rows of them, a sofa in the back, popcorn machine, snacks, drinks, refrigerators, the whole thing. It was fun. It didn't get used much. So we switched it out. We made a second living room, and then that second living room got a few makeovers, and then it was a living room / workout room, and then it turned into the workout room you see now. And I'm not gonna lie, Chase is slowly getting itchy that, like, when we stop using this space as much, it's definitely our flex space, he wants to turn this into his golf simulator room. So he has one out in his building, but he'd love the idea of in here because it's cool. Now we have a mini split unit, so he can cool off his building, but he'd love just to be able to walk in here. So that'll be next up. I don't know when. I don't know if it'll be when Savannah moves out because she uses this the most, or as seasons change. But one day I'll be showing you, and this will be a whole golf room, so your husbands will love this. It has been nice though. Like, we have this whole workout area over there. So this workout area over here is really nice because you can face the mirrors to see what you're doing, but you can see the reflection of the TV. So you can turn on like a free YouTube video. So that's been nice. We have the rebounder. We have all sorts of stuff. What I will say is all I need really is like a mat and a few dumbbells. So I don't do the bike. I walk sometimes, but I'm okay with like walking laps in my living room and around the pool. You guys have seen that. The rebounder is nice, but I could store that somewhere. So it's a really cool space, but it's just one of those, it's definitely a flex room because we're constantly switching it out. You guys definitely have seen the most changes in here. We have this whole side, so we have tons of storage down here. A lot of it's like stuff to do with workouts. We have my extra organizers go here, and then all of our games are in that one. So I love having this space. Honestly, it could even be a really big bedroom, like a second ensuite, because I don't know if you guys can tell, that like dips in, so you could add doors here and have a huge walk-in closet. And then right here we actually have a bathroom in this space. So this is nice when you're working out, but it's also our pool bath. So when I saw the plans of this house, I fell in love because I'm like, I can add a door there. Let me turn the light on. I can add a door there, so when people swim, they're not running through the house and all the wood floors. They can just come straight in on this tile. So this has been very, very helpful. I have loved having that door here. And this is like the other bathroom I was talking about. That's like my favorite. I don't know why, it's just so easy. Maybe it's because it doesn't get dirty. No one's in here and it stays clean. That could honestly be why it's my favorite, but I think it's so cute. And just a side note, this is one of my favorite screensavers on YouTube. I love the cows with the big, thick, chunky frame. I feel like it's so cute. Now I feel like this bedroom's a 2-for-1. So let me show you it with like just the lights on, the window open. If you guys saw the most recent video, we did an itch to switch. One day I'm gonna put artwork back up here. So the artwork you saw in my little hallway outside our bedroom, That used to be here and it looked amazing, but I had to steal it. Right now, we are huge, like we've been huge Big Brother fans for years, and my little family of 3 enjoys it. So we did our own memory wall. So basically this is gonna be up for a few months, and then once the show ends, I'll get new artwork, but we enjoy seeing it. And then as people get voted off on the show, their photos go black and white. So you can see Ashley over there is already in black and white. So we're gonna switch ours out as we go. We have a whole draft going. So if you're just wondering what that's about, like that's just a fun activity for my family. Eventually that will be beautiful artwork. But for now it works. But if you didn't see my last video, definitely finish this one because we don't have too much longer, and then see what we did. So we did an itch to switch with the barn. I switched out the furniture. It was literally $0 and it was game changing. It's almost life changing because this one is just so comfortable to lay on. Is it tight in here? Yes. This is made to be like a guest bedroom, and it used to be a guest bedroom if you're new here, but we had to buy, well, we didn't have to buy. We chose to buy because we didn't want a neighborhood behind us. That barn over there, we redid it all, painted it. There's a ton of videos if you're new here you can check out. But that's ours over there. So it's just our guest house. So we were able to add just like a fun TV room in here, and we use this space probably the most in our house. The only thing I use just as much is the laundry room, just because of life. But let me turn the lights off and close the windows so you can see this is definitely a 2-for-1. This is how we actually use this space, and I will say it's normally full of blankets, but I put them up so it looked nicer. But we never have the lights on. We never open the window either, especially during summer. It just gets so hot. But this is how we use this space, and I love it. I mean, look at this. Any show we watch is just so fun and entertaining. It's our own little movie room. Savvy got really creative because we have these galaxy lights, and I had them like setting on the corners of the sofa, which wasn't the best plan, but it was working. And she had me order like clear shelves. I'll turn the light on here in a second, but we installed those in the corners. So we have the galaxy lights there. And then if you need to put like your AirPods, or we have phone chargers back there. And then I think I'm gonna eventually order, I left a gap here where I could put like a sofa table back there if we need to put drinks or anything else. But we also have the ottoman here, but like, is this not such a vibe? Like, I love this. It's so nice, like during the day, especially the heat of summer when like we want to break, we want to cool off, we want to watch a show together or something. We just come in here and it is so cozy and so much fun. And then this has a bathroom attached as well. So basically every room in our house has a door to a bathroom except my office, obviously. But this is like a Jack and Jill. We have, you know, the 2 sinks here, and then we have a pocket door that goes into here, this space, and then it's like the shower and toilet area. So we did this because my sister and her family used to come more often, and they have girls, so I knew like the dad could shower with a shut, or even the mom, but then like girls could still get ready here. So it's kind of nice you have privacy. Or say we sell our house one day and there's siblings in here, like one can be in the shower or going to the bathroom while the other one gets ready. And I just feel like that's helpful when people are sharing a space. It's like you have privacy, but you can also have function. So I felt like that was just a nice thing to have. I haven't really been talking about updates. I was going to. I'm like getting sidetracked, but I'll probably replace those lights one day. I don't love them as much. The hardware doesn't bother me. If I find good ones for another bathroom, I'll probably just like switch them all out. But the main thing in here is just those lights. But this right here is definitely the vibe. And like I said, that artwork will be up there one day. I'll find something good. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be from Home Goods. I can just call it now. I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna buy it, and then we'll put it up when it's done. This is Chase's office. It's actually probably nicer than my office. It's really pretty. I love his view. I think the only reason I have the front office is because I'll keep mine cleaner. And he liked getting the view from the pond, but you don't know how many times we've thought about itch to switching our offices. That's honestly why I bought us the same desk, because these are so heavy. And I think we put them together, like mine I could move in and out because I have double doors, but he doesn't. So like the desk are staying. One day I may move in here. Now I'm like getting the itch just even thinking about this. It would actually make more sense for me too, because now my whole jewelry business is in here, which he helps with. But We may eventually have to switch. And he also likes being at the front of the house. Like, he loves seeing who's coming up, and I'm like a hermit. I like block them out. I like close the blinds. I'm like, I don't want people to know I'm here. It's something about filming home tours. Every time I finish filming one, I get so itchy and I switch something. And this time I was like, no, there's nothing to switch. I might need to come back here because like it makes sense with all my jewelry, and then all my jewelry plus YouTube stuff goes in this closet because this is an actual bedroom and mine's an actual office, so I don't have a closet. I might be switching us. Okay, but yeah, so this is his office for now. We'd have to switch out lights and stuff. I think that's why I always talk myself out of it. This used to be in my office. I had to put it in here for jewelry storage. This is also full of jewelry. I gotta get something for up there, but I do. I love this office. And then he has the closet, which we're waiting on more jewelry and stuff to come. So he has this space, and then that door leads into the bathroom. So it's a good size just because it's supposed to be, you know, a bedroom. It's just, we only have one child, so we don't need it. Now this is my office, so I love mine too. I love my big window. It's very bright. And like I said, I'm right off the front door. There's Georgie guarding it. So it does stay cleaner. So I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself, but I guess you guys can take a little poll. Am I gonna move it or not? But this is my space. I have the double doors. I don't keep a lot in here because I literally only come in here to work. So I'm either editing at my desk or I'm filming something with the mirror. So this is the mirror that got moved from the hallway that stole the artwork from the TV room. See what I mean? It's all a domino effect. But they're both beautiful spaces. That's George's bed. He likes to lay behind me while I'm working. I'll link these for you. I think it's sold out. The rug is Boutique Rugs. The base, you guys either love it or hate it. It's from Home Goods, IKEA, Home Goods. So I'm telling you, you just gotta live in Home Goods. This is Amazon. If you want a really cool like white textured chair, it's been really good. That's Amazon, so I can link that too. And then this right here is our entryway. So that's our front door. We have the little bench, and then that's our coat closet, which leads into the living room. So we have like an open floor plan. So it is nice being right here. But sometimes I'm wondering with editing if it would be nice to have like an actual just one door that I could close off and it's quiet. So I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. Can you guys see down there? You can, if you look real closely, you can see the cows back there behind our backyard. So here's just another view of the entryway, so you can see it from the other direction. And then you guys are gonna have to tell me, I don't remember my last home tour if we had taken the shelves down yet. I think we still had them. So if you guys were here then, we had custom shelves when we built the house, like where the lamps are now, but they were just so hard for me to decorate. Like, I don't like a lot of things. Things seem very cluttered to me. I don't want to have a ton of pieces every season. I was trying to switch it out. Like, it just kind of stresses me out and gives me anxiety. So I had Chase remove them. We patched up the wall, and then I went to like Ashley Home. Mathis Home, and I found these lamps. They're like Ralph Lauren on clearance. I know it's hard to tell because of scale, but they are huge. They are huge lamps, and they fit the space perfect. Like, it's exactly what I wanted. I just like a clean, minimal look. I've noticed I've just taken a lot out. Not that I ever had a ton to begin with, but like, to me, just less is more. Simple, less cleaning. I don't want to have to keep buying a ton of stuff. I just want to have a few pieces that I just absolutely love. And I just seem so much better that way. I will say that's not my favorite screensaver. I just threw one up there, but that's our TV up there. But I'll try to link the chairs and stuff. The coffee table I always get asked about. I think it's from Wayfair. The bowl, that's just like the one on my office desk. It's from Home Goods. The pillows are all from Home Goods. All the curtains in the house are IKEA. They're all the same set. Now I do enjoy having a rug in here, but we have a senior citizen over there, the little one, and we were just having too many accidents. So I removed the rug in here. the rug in the dining room, and then the rug in our bedroom. I forgot to mention that. When he's gone, I'll probably add them back a few places because I feel like as George, the older one, gets older, he's gonna need the like traction to stand up. But he's not old yet. So we're just in the stage of Tiger being old, so that's why there's no rugs in the house. I like to give you guys different angles just so you can kind of see stuff. So this is looking into the kitchen and then into the office over there. But here's the kitchen. So we added the lights back too. I don't think that was in the last video. So when we built the house, we put these in. I got itchy one day and took them down, loved it. And then one day I was like, I think I'm gonna add them back. So we put them back. The bar stools I love. It took me a while. Sometimes it takes you a while to figure things out. It took me a while of trial and error to get the right bar stools, and I've been happy ever since. So I think you guys were with me on these itch to switches when I was like learning my style, and it took a while to get it right. But now I love it because now I'm like, I don't care if dark wood's in style. I don't care what it is. Like as trends come and go, I'll add them in a subtle way, but like this is my style and I love it. Now, eventually I want to redo the hardware. I like this better than our original cabinet hardware, but I know what I want. I've just got to figure it out. So that may be like an upcoming video. I've just got to like price it out and see what it's going to be. But other than that, like everything's great in here. There's always a part of me that wishes I would have done like the waterfall countertops, but you know, we're surviving without them. And this is what I call our dining room. It may be like a nook, but it's a big one. And it was actually supposed to be kind of closed in, and we took those walls out. So it's more just like an open feel. So I think it was supposed to be more of a dining room where we just have it like wide open into the space. We love our table. I get asked about this all the time. So we bought it several years ago from McGee & Co. They don't make it anymore. So one day I want to have a custom table made. I just haven't found anyone to do it, and I can't find one to buy. But tables are pretty narrow because most rooms are narrow. In here, I really wish we could get it wider. So Thanksgiving and Christmas, we could put like, have food on the table and have our plates and not be crammed. So eventually I do want to get rid of this. I don't know if I'll take it over to the barn or what we'll do with it, the barn house, but I definitely would like to go wider. I've just got to find someone. So if you're local to me or you know someone local to me, like send me an email, DM me, do something. But yeah, I'd love to have that custom made. And if you're seeing these trees throughout the house, there was one in our bedroom. I'm going to get asked 95 times where this pot came from. It came with it. This whole thing's from Costco. It comes as a set. Love, love, love. But they have pots like this with Wayfair. I'll try to remember to link. Let me see if I can show you guys. I used them outside and they're so close. That's also what you can use to put your Christmas trees in, but see those? It's almost exactly the same, but those come individually, so you don't have to buy the big tree with it. So if you're just wanting the pots, I'll try to remember to link it. If I don't, just let me know. Look at our little hummingbirds. We've had about 5 out there. We got those new feeders and they are loving them. We picked both of those up from Walmart. We'll get about 6 at a time. You can see right now there's 3, but we get about 6 at a time and I love watching them. Another view for you guys. So here's at the dining room table. We've kind of talked about the kitchen, so we'll head through there and I'm gonna take you into the pantry, which should be our last stop. And here is the pantry. So this is kind of Savannah's area. She keeps it very organized for us. Like she loves organizing. I don't know where she gets it from. So when we come home from the grocery store, she loves to put things away. I can't imagine when she moves out one day. Like when she grows up and moves out, I'm gonna have so much more to do because she just keeps things tidy. She organizes. She'll like rework it when it's not working well, but she's got this space functioning well. And then here's just another view of the kitchen. So that wraps up this home tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure if you've been here a lot, it didn't seem too different, but if you only come around for home tours, probably a lot's changed. I feel like I'm pulling back. Like I just love the minimal, less is more. I just rather have like a few pieces that I love. So that's really what I've been working on. Don't forget, I'm gonna link as much as I can down below in my description box. It doesn't let me link a ton, but I'll put as much as I can down there. Be sure to check out like my Amazon link. I'll have stuff in my storefront. And then if you have any questions, just let me know. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week and I will see you in the next one. Bye.